Good morning, friends. Welcome to Adda 24/7 Champion Series. Here in Champion Series, we are covering full topics on CAIIB. Okay, so watch these lectures till end. Okay, and also watch the full series because we are covering the entire topic, all the numericals, all the important case studies over there. Okay, so watch it till end. Now for today's session. Today's session is basically on business cycles. Business cycles means what? This topic is important from CIB angle also. Roughly 4 to 5 marks. Okay. Roughly take it average 5 marks for business cycles. Okay. One liner. You will get 5 questions, one liner generally. So this topic is very important. Why? Because 5 marks is not a joke. Okay. Yeah, many of you know the difference between 45 marks and 50 marks, right? Many of you know the difference between 49 and 50 also. That much is also huge difference, 1 mark difference. So even one mark is important for CIIB. Okay. So today's topic is meaning and business cycles, important characteristics of business cycles, and then objective questions. So watch this video till end. Beforehand, I will suggest download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. Also join our offices Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Also press the bell icon so that you will get the new videos whichever are available with us. Okay. So before going ahead, we are starting this crash course on June 6th. It's known as a selection batch, starting at 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so it's adjustable to your bank timings also. 35 plus hours of ABM BFM. More on this I'll come to you later. Okay, before let's start the topic first without wasting the time. 80% off is going on for month end super. Avail this as fast as possible. Within, if you do it for 3 days, you'll get 80% off. My god, huge. Okay, use this code Y432. Let's move on. So business cycles. Firstly, our topic is meaning of business cycles. Now, what is a business cycle basically? Has anybody amongst you done business? Or, yeah, everybody does the business. Business means what? Business is not only of money. Business is of daily life also. Okay, there are ups and downs in the in life. Okay, we always feel. Sometimes we feel very down. Yeah, nothing is happening. Then sometimes we feel very up. Yes, everything is positive for me. So all these things are similar to that of the business cycles. Even in business, we have the same thing. Sometimes we are in totally down, nothing is happening. Then sometimes we are at totally up, everything is positive for us. Same thing happens in business and life. Okay. So business cycles are a combination of 4 types. Okay, of your phases basically. What are the 4 types? Okay. Now I'll give you one by one. The 4 types. First is prosperity. Okay, prosperity. Okay, I'll start it from the below one. Always remember we start with recovery first. Recovery. Here it's depression first. Then we go for recovery. From recovery we go to prosperity. From prosperity we go to recession. Recession. From recession we again go to depression. From depression again recovery. Again that same thing. So what are the 4 stages? I'll come to this later. See this over here. So what are the 4 stages? Prosperity, recession, depression and recovery. Prosperity is at the top. This part is prosperity peak. Okay. Then recession, it goes down. Depression, lowest point. And recovery, again this part which is coming up. See, these all are the 4 peculiarities. Okay. So this is the second topic, characteristics of business cycles. So what are the characteristics of these 4 business cycles? Prosperity. What happens at prosperity? Suppose you yourself, consider yourself, you are prosperous, huge money. You'll say, okay, spend anything, go to this hotel, go to that hotel, go for holidays. Okay, everything you will do, right? Buy this bike, buy this car. Why? Means why do I want a car of 7-8 lakhs? I'll buy a car of what? Let's say 50 lakhs, right? Prosperity, huge money. And when you have this feeling, you'll ultimately start going down. Okay, that's a recessionary start of your recession. Same thing happens in business cycle. The main spring of the business prosperity is profit. In capitalist economy, as profits inflate, industrialists and businessmen get necessary incentive to produce more and invest more. So if more prosperity, more money will be there with the government also. So government will put more money in the businesses. More investment leads to more employment, and so more income, more effective demand, right? So everything is more because it's prosperity, right? Second is recession. What happens in recession? Say this. When you go on spending like this lavishly, you ultimately start becoming poor. right? So you come to recession part and you don't understand, but in recessionary part you don't understand that you are coming down. You feel you are at the same peak only, but ultimately you are going down, right? So this is the recessionary phase. Same thing happens in business also. Excessive expansion means here everything invested, more businesses, so excessive expansion. People don't understand, businessmen don't understand that, see, we are going down, people are not able to buy what we are able to produce, okay? Leads to diseconomies of large scale of production, rising cost, higher wages, more shortages, right? Everyone is prosperous. Even the normal person who was getting, let's say, 15,000, he will demand 25,000. So is it sustainable? So this is a sign of recession. When demand for the bank credit being high and rising, interest rate tends to move up. So interest rate tends to move up means what? RBI or central bank will try to move the interest rate up. When they try to move the interest rate up means it's a contractionary policy. It's a contractionary policy means they are giving a signal that, see, prosperity is over now. We are going into the recessionary phase. This will diminish the profits at a lower level, right? So recession is a sign of its second step of prosperity, remember. And we don't understand, businessman never understands that he is coming into a recessionary phase. Person understands when he comes in the depression phase. Depression means what? See this. Prosperity. From here I started moving down, spending lavishly, and spend. I come to know when I am over here. Depression. All my money is over. So what to do now? Same thing happens with business also. More, everything more, production more, but people are not able to buy it. When they are not able to buy it, then what happens? Stocks pile up. Stocks pile up in the inventory, huge inventories. Nobody is ready to buy. So this is a sign of depression now. Income, employment, output declines sharply by recessionary trends because people are not ready to buy. So what that company will produce? Whatever is already produced is kept in the inventory. So it will start layoff. It will start removing the employees. Okay. Investments fall and enterprises is discouraged, isn't it? More inventory, nothing is getting sold. Who will invest in business? Nobody. Okay. Pessimism leads to depression and deflation. So this leads to pessimism. So what happens in this? Everything is negative. Here prosperity, everything was positive. Now RBI, what did it do when we had prosperity? It started increasing the interest rates so that we went in the recession phase. See this, interest rates tend to move up in recession. So recovery, it will be lower. In the year, interest rates will try to move down, right? Depression does not continue for indefinite period. So this negative part doesn't continue for indefinite. It's similar to that of your life also, isn't it? In life also we get depressed many times, but does it wait for long? No, we have to sustain that depression phase. Same thing is over here. Does not continue for indefinite period. It's an improving stage of trade. Weaker units are liquidated, old debts are repaid, and enterprises are reorganized. Unemployment gradually decreases, income is generated, and interest rates go down. Okay, here this is the depression phase. So here RBI will start some recovery action. What is the recovery action? It will bring down the interest rates first. When it brings down the interest rates, businessmen would be more interested in doing the businesses. So more businesses means what? Does unemployment gets reduced, and employment is started over here. Weaker units which are not a part of, means which can't be workable anymore, these are liquidated. People sell them immediately. Somebody new guy buys in with more money and he'll start the new unit again, isn't it? Old debts are repaid. Then enterprises are reorganized, right? All these things happen over here. So recovery phase means it's a next phase to depression. From recovery we always again go to prosperity. See this. From recovery we move to prosperity again. From here again to recession, again to depression. Same thing goes on and on, right? Okay. So before going ahead, look at this crash course selection batch, 35 plus hours of ABM, BFM, mocks and ebooks, last minute preparation, recorded videos 24/7. This is very important for you. If you miss some lecture, you can definitely go for this 24/7 recorded videos so that you can have the review of all those lectures again. Unlimited doubts are solved. June, July 22, this is the target exam. So join ASAP. What are you waiting for? And the fees, use this code and you will get a discount on this fees. I'll show you how at the end, okay? Let's come to the objective questions. Business cycle is also known as what? Entrepreneur cycle, economic cycle, vicious cycle, and none of the above. Okay. So entrepreneur, economic, vicious. On fourth is out. So entrepreneur, economic, vicious. What is say? Vicious means what? It's a circle of unending. It's a circle of unending cross. Basically, you can't come out of that, right? So this is vicious circle. So this is out. 1 and 2 only. Entrepreneur or economic cycle. Tick tick 1, 5 seconds. Okay. Tick tick 1. Tick tick 2. Tick tick 3. Tick tick 4. Tick tick 5. Okay. So it is economic cycle. Correct. Because entrepreneur cycle, there is nothing defined as entrepreneur cycle in economics, but it's the life of the entrepreneur. It's a normal human being's life. So we are concerned with business over here. So economic cycle. Okay. Pick the odd man out. Boom, depression, slowdown and recovery. Boom, depression, slowdown and recovery. Which one? Boom, depression, slowdown and recovery. Yes. Okay. See here. Slowdown is another name for recession. Okay. So which are the 4 phases in business cycle? Boom is boom there? It's for prosperity. So boom is odd man out over here. Okay. Actually slow down. Yeah. Boom means prosperity over here. You can keep this as a reverse these things. So boom is prosperity over here. So slowdown means what? Is there anything called as slowdown? Slowdown, actually the name slowdown means recession. But the typical word recession, that is required over here. And boom means prosperity. Okay. Underemployment of both men and materials is a characteristic of which phase? Underemployment means what? It's not unemployment. Underemployment means they are capable of doing the job, but they are not given that much job. Where does this thing happen? Depression, boom, recovery and recession. Where does this happen? Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3, tick tick 4, tick tick 5. Correct. It happens in fast. Yes, it happens in depression. Depression means what? Everything is down. Nobody is able to give the jobs. Nobody is able to give the output, right? So that's why depression. Okay. Which phase of business cycle is also known as crisis? Crisis means very serious issue. Boom, depression, recovery and recession. Boom means prosperity. Huh? So depression, recovery and recession. So which one? Tick tick 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Recession, right? Which phase of business is known as crisis? Crisis means recession phase. Why? Why not depression? Depression means what? The last phase where you don't, where you come for the recovery. So why is this crisis? Only recession. Because here if you understand that we are going into recession, then this depression phase won't come. If you understand it. If you don't understand it, then you will definitely go for this depression phase. So that's why this is a crisis situation, recession. And here we need to understand, yes, we need to curtail our expenses over here. Okay. The term business cycle refers to fluctuations in the aggregate economic activity over time, ups and downs in the production of goods, increasing unemployment and declining savings. So it's very easy. Now the term is so easy that you will be able to write it immediately. Yes. Fast. A or B, A or B, A or B, C and D out. Okay. A or B. Yes, production. How does the business relate to production? Okay. Production is a secondary activity of business cycle. Means if business cycle is down, then production will be down later. So answer is fluctuations in aggregate economic activity, right? A. Got it? Expansion phase, all but one of the following characteristics. Means in expansion phase everything happens, but one thing doesn't happen. All but one means something doesn't happen. So what doesn't happen? increasing national output, expansion, national output increases, increase in consumer spending, so consumer spending increases, excess production capacity of industries, and expansion of bank credit. So which one amongst these four is the correct answer? It should not happen in expansion phase. Tick tick 1, 5, I'll give you 5 seconds. Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3, tick tick 4, and 5, right? So correct answer is C, excess production capacity. How? What do you mean by this? Let's see. Expansion phase means everything is expanding. What happens in expanding? Rate of interest goes down, right? That's why more loan will be available. More loan means expansion of bank credit happens. More production will happen. National output will increase. More production means consumer spending will increase. But what is this? Excess production capacity means I am having huge production capacity, but I don't have a sale that much. So does it happen in expansion? No, expansion sale goes on increasing, isn't it? See this, consumer spending is increasing, right? So this won't happen. Which one of the following is not a characteristic of the business cycle? They are recurrent, not at regular intervals, have uniform causes, and all of the above. Simple one, simplest question. A, B, C or D, or all of the above? All of the above? Many of you are typing A, D, 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 D. D is not the answer. Take it from me. D is not the answer. So which one? D is not the answer. Which one? Yes. Does not. I want not. I don't want what I have. Okay, I want not. Okay. So answer is uniform causes. They don't have uniform causes. COVID situation. Did anyone imagine before in 100 years? No one. So they don't have uniform causes. Okay. Remaining things are okay. Recurrent. Every time business boom comes, every time recession comes, depression comes, right? Not at regular intervals. Everyone knows. Can you predict up to what time prosperity will be there, up to what time depression will be there? You can't. So uniform, they don't have uniform causes. That's the right answer. Okay. The turning point of a business cycles are expansion and peak, peak and contraction, contraction and trough, peak and trough. This is important. Yeah, peak and trough, contraction. Correct. This is more related to science students who are in science. They'll understand that sine curve. Okay. So answer is correct. Peak and trough, isn't it? See this peak and trough. We had shown it in over here also, right? In our when I showed you this business cycle. See this. This is peak and this is trough, isn't it? So that is peak and trough. Okay. Got this point? Yeah. Next, dash refers to the top or the highest point. Just now you saw it. So answer is correct. Simple. Everyone, A or B, A or B, A or B, A or B. Peak, isn't it? Involuntary unemployment is almost zero in dash phase. Involuntary unemployment means what? What is voluntary unemployment? Means if I take the VRS, that is voluntary. Means I am deciding not to get employed. But involuntary means I want to work, but I don't have work. That is involuntary unemployment. So that is zero in which phase? Expansion, contraction, trough and depression. These three are negative phases, right? So correct answer is A, expansion. There can't be an involuntary unemployment in expansion phase because everyone who is ready to work will get work. The economy is said to be overheated at the dash phase of the business cycle. The expansion, peak, contraction and depression. Overheated. Topmost level. Which is the topmost level? Fast. Topmost level. Expansion and peak. Everybody, one is confused between A and B. The correct answer is peak, top, isn't it? Topmost level. Cost of living increases when the business cycle is dash. Cost of living increases. Here it's going on increasing when the business cycle is expanding, contracting at the peak, at the lowest point. Increases, it goes on increasing. So answer will be tick tick 1, tick tick 2, fast. Tell me, business here, it is going on increasing. So the answer is at peak. Increases means it is increasing. More and more and more. Prosperity is there, right? So everyone will have more money. So more money means cost of living will be higher. isn't it? There is large scale of involuntary unemployment in the dash phase. So basically unemployment. Involuntary means I have to work but I don't have work. So in which phase? Expansion, peak, contraction, and none of the above. These two are positive phases. This is a negative phase. So answer will be definitely negative, isn't it? Negative phase, right? So it can be contraction also, it can be depression also. Okay, any one answer which is given to you. Fall in level of investment, fall in the production, fall in the employment, fall in stock prices are found during dash phase. Expansion, boom, peak, and contraction. Expansion, boom, peak. These are all positive phases, right? Which one is the negative phase? Correct. So the answer is contraction. Correct. Contraction phase. So that was it about the objective questions on business cycle. So hope so you have understood the meaning of business cycle, significance of that, and the important objective questions. Remember, it comes for around 6 to 7 marks. Okay. So before going out, before closing the lecture, use how to use this code Y432 for this crash course. Here I'll show you over here directly. Okay, live I'll show you. Go to Adda 24/7 website. Okay. Once you go there, on the front page itself, you'll see all this. See this front page. Go for the JAIIB CAIIB. Click on this JAIIB CAIIB. You'll see this JAIIB CAIIB Mahapack, JAIIB CAIIB. Click on this CAIIB. Once you click on this, you'll see the batches over here. Click on this batch, selection batch. You'll see the details of the batch, whichever I have told you over there. Okay, same details. You can read them again. And see this fee is 3299. Click on view offers. What is the code I told you? Y432. Apply. See the fees now. 13299 reduced to 2659. From 13299 to 2659. Just, and if you see the increment of yours, it's roughly 1300. So within 2 months you will recover this full amount, and whatever remains is your lifetime, is for you throughout the life. Okay. So go for it immediately, as fast as possible. See you tomorrow with another topic, and see you in the live classes.